喺繁華都市嘅裏面呢，有好多嘅人，而有啲嘅人呢，佢哋呢一生裏邊呢都被受到忽視嘅。以下落嚟呢，我想介紹呢有一個山，而呢個山裏邊有間教會，裏邊呢發生咗好多嘅神嘅奇妙嘅事情喺裏面。以下落嚟呢，我都想請 Charles 牧師呢幫我哋介紹。
Good morning. We want to welcome you to Glorious Praise Fellowship here in Siu Lam Village. And we want to take you on a tour today. We want to take you around our center. It is a place where drug addicts are coming off drugs.
我哋會帶大家去參觀下我哋嘅中心，係幫助人哋戒毒嘅。
So we would like to show you our mountain.
我哋會帶大家睇下我哋嘅小欖山、祈禱山。
For many years, this mountain was used by the churches of Hong Kong as a place of prayer.
以往咧，我哋祈禱山咧係我哋做退休祈禱嘅。
And then for about 4 or 5 years, they did not use this mountain anymore.
喺4-5年前咧，佢哋就停用咗呢個祈禱山。
In September 1999, some of the churches of Hong Kong decided to give us this mountain.
喺99年嘅9月咧，有啲教會咧就想將呢笪地方交俾我哋去用。
Now we would like to show you our mountain.
而家開始，我哋帶大家去參觀下我哋嘅。
If you look behind me, you see this large hill.
喺後邊咧就係我哋祈禱山嘅外觀。
And you see very tall pine trees on this hill.
我哋可以睇到有一啲樹係非常之咁高嘅。
There are 1, 2, 3, 4 pine trees. Where those big pine trees are, that is where our drug rehabilitation center is located.
喺最高嗰3棵松樹嘅咧，後邊就係我哋嘅宿舍嚟嘅。
Over on this side, where you see a very tall pine tree, that is the location of our staff houses.
咁另外喺嗰一棵好高嘅松樹嘅下邊咧，就係我哋牧師住嘅地方。
So we would like for you to see how we live and what is going on here in this mountain.
咁我哋會帶大家去睇一睇我哋真實性嘅喺呢度嘅生活係點樣嘅。
We're right now on our parking lot.
而家喺我哋後邊咧就係我哋嘅停車場。
And no cars can go up this hill.
我哋個山上面係冇車可以去得到嘅。
Every day we walk up this hill many times.
每一日咧，我哋都要咁樣行上行落好多次。
And so we want you to see how we go up our mountain to reach our center. I want you to follow me. Welcome to Glorious Praise Fellowship.
咁我哋會帶大家一路睇下點樣行上呢條路，去到我哋嘅宿舍嘅地方。
And so we're going to take you now to see our center. Okay, now we'll go in here. All right, well, we're now at our main building.
呢度就係我哋平時生活嘅宿舍同埋飯廳。
Now this building has 2 dormitories. Two
呢度後邊咧有2個宿舍。
And each dormitory can sleep 15.
咁每一個宿舍咧就可以住到15個人。
We have a dining hall.
我哋有個大飯廳。
And we have a lounge, a sitting room.
有一個日常用嘅廳。
And there is an offices here, and also staff rooms.
我哋有一個學習嘅房，同埋有一啲係俾我哋閱讀嘅地方。
There's offices,辦公室 and staff rooms. Okay, Michael. Okay.
Okay. 咁啊，
And so we're now going to take you on a tour of this building. As we go, you will see how the young men who live here, how they live. Okay?
咁我哋會帶大家去睇下參觀下我哋呢個地方，睇下我哋平時係點樣生活嘅。
All right. This is the main walkway in front of our building. And if you look above, you will see that there is a roof.
呢度咧就係我哋一條好長嘅走廊。咁如果你大家都可以睇到我哋個屋頂係點樣啊？
But this walkway was built illegally.
但係呢條長嘅巷裏邊咧，有好多嘢咧都係僭建物
But
嚟
how
嘅。
far? And so all of this has to be torn down and it has to be rebuilt.
咁呢度個頂咧，全部都要拆過晒，重新再起過。
Let's walk on down this way.
咁大家過嚟呢邊，
Asbestos, Sekmina.
屋頂係用石棉壓，亦都係唔啱
So it's
規例嘅。
illegal, and so we must tear down this whole building, including the kitchen in the back, and rebuild it.
喺嗰邊所有嘅連埋廚房都要將佢拆咗，將個廚房移去後邊更加遠啲嘅地方。
So many parts of this building must be demolished and rebuilt, and that's what we're working on at the moment.
呢度所見到嘅嘢咧，全部將佢都會拆咗，再重建過嘅，就係而家我哋開始做緊嘅工作。
We expect that it's going to take about $3 million to rebuild many parts of this building.
咁預計大約要用300萬去完全將呢度重建過。
So we would like to take you around to see more of our center.
咁我哋希望都能夠帶大家睇更加多我哋需要再重新再建設過嘅嘢。
好冇？
得安排俾你嘅呢個專
Okay. Take a picture. Young man who is our cook in the kitchen has a very interesting story.
同我哋煮緊早餐嗰個咧，就係一個好幾有趣嘅故事嘅。
I found him 3 years ago sleeping in the streets in Chunwan.
我揾到佢嘅時候咧，佢喺荃灣已經係瞓咗3年喺街度，
He was 10 years a drug addict.
喺10年嘅毒品捆綁。
For many years he slept in a wooden box.
佢瞓咗好多年咧，喺一啲紙皮箱裏邊。
I found him and I brought him here.
我揾到佢，將佢帶嚟呢度。
He lived here for almost 1 year, but he ran away.
咁佢好多時都係住差唔多1年到，咁佢又走咗。
At night I would walk the streets in Chunwan and try to get him back.
咁我經常都喺荃灣度試下睇下揾唔揾得到佢，揾到佢將佢帶翻嚟呢度。
But 8 months ago we found him and got him back.
咁但係喺8個月前咧，咁就將佢揾翻嚟。
We have seen a big change in his life,
咁今次咧，牧師睇到佢嘅生命咧，就有一個好大嘅改變。
and now he is a Bible college student.
而家咧，佢都係一個神學院嘅學生，
But he is also our cook.
咁佢都係一個廚師。
And every day he cooks for 20 people.
每一日咧，佢都煮俾20個人食嘅。
So we're very thankful for Pundat San.
咁我哋都好對佢好感謝。
Well, so we want to help more young men like Pundat San.
我哋希望可以幫到更加多嘅人，好似佢嘅一樣。
And the only way we can help more young men like Pundat San is to redecorate and rebuild this place.
咁我哋要做到呢個目標咧，我哋一定要將呢度擴充同埋做得更加好，希望可以得到政府嘅牌照。
And I hope after you see this video today that you will want to help us.
我希望大家睇到我哋呢個片段呢段片嘅時候咧，希望大家都會有一個熱心去幫助我哋。
We have 2 dormitories where we can keep 30 young men.
我哋有2個宿舍可以用嘅，可以招待到30個學員。
But we now can only keep about 20 because we do not have this place completely redecorated, rebuilt yet.
而家我哋已經係去到最多只係得到可以20個學員，因為其他好多附設嘅設施咧都唔能夠應付得太多嘅人。
The dining hall is not large enough.
個飯廳唔夠大啦，食飯唔夠坐啦。
We have 2 toilets that are not big enough.
我哋只係得2個廁所，亦都唔夠用啦。
So we have plans for building a big new dining hall that will house 30.
咁我哋希望計劃咧就將個飯廳咧設計得比較大一啲，
A big kitchen
廚房會設計得大一啲，
and 2 toilets.
將兩個廁所咧都會加建得大啲。
Now we're going to go look at our dormitory.
當我哋
Go look at the宿舍
咁我哋而家咧可以帶大家去睇下我哋嘅宿舍。
and show you where we plan to build the new dining hall and new toilets and kitchen.
咁我哋帶大家去睇一睇，我哋將會喺嗰度起嘅飯廳同埋廚房。我哋帶大家去睇下我哋嘅宿舍，睇下大家係點樣喺度住嘅。
Okay. Well, right now we have about 8 bunk beds with 16 in this room right now.
而家我哋有16個人係喺呢間房度住嘅。
But as you will see there needs to be much work done here in this dormitory. If you look at the roof, you can see how the paint is coming off the ceiling, and because the roof leaks.
我哋個屋頂已經係開始好殘破，亦都有啲漏水添。
You see here, one boy has even put paper on the roof, on the ceiling here, to keep the water from dropping down. Show them this paper up here on the ceiling.
大家都睇到呢度咧，就係因為呢度有漏水嘅情形啦，同埋因為濕嘅關係啦，仲有啲牆灰跌落嚟添。
So our roof on these buildings, our roofing on these buildings needs to be asphalted. It needs to be treated. All the roofs here need to be treated so they do not leak.
呢度全部都要將個屋頂都要重新做過，希望第日之後佢唔會再漏水。
Okay, well let's go on outside now.
咁我哋帶大
This
家
is
睇
our laundry here,
呢度就係我哋大家洗衫嘅地方，
where all the boys do their washing.
我哋都要負責翻自己嘅衣服嘅洗。
But we need a much better laundry also.
但係我哋需要更加好同埋大嘅地方去做到呢樣嘢，因為大家都睇到已經係好擠迫啦。
We hope where the old kitchen has been, when the old kitchen has been demolished, we can rebuild that kitchen, the old kitchen, and turn it into a proper laundry.
咁我哋如果將個舊嘅廚房拆咗，移去遠啲嘅地方咧，咁舊廚房嘅地方咧，我哋可以將佢變為洗衣房。
All right. Well, here are the toilets here.
後
You
邊
want
呢
to
個
see
就
these
係
buildings here.
我哋沖涼房。
And we hope to tear down these toilets, put a roof over this area, and turn it into a big dining hall.
咁我哋咧希望咧將呢個廁所咧就拆咗重建過，咁啊建一個更加大嘅廁所。咁喺樓上嘅地方可以希望一個飯廳。
All right. So now we'll go to the back to see where we're going to build the kitchen and the new toilets.
咁我哋帶大家睇下，我哋後邊將會起廚房同埋新廁所嘅地方。
And we have been told that it's going to cost about $1 million to get this slope fixed so we can build.
咁我哋要用大約100萬去將呢度咧去將個斜坡可以成為合法嘅斜坡。
So this slope has to be rebuilt, and it has to be treated and engineered before we can put up new buildings.
咁我哋需要一啲工程師啊，同埋一啲建築署嘅人嚟幫手，幫我哋可以令佢成為一個合格嘅斜坡。
Inside our church, a while ago, the boys were inside and they were singing and sharing a song with you. But now we're outside the church that is building, that is our classroom. We have our rehabilitation classes here. We have church services here on Sunday, worship services. And the boys also use this place as a place for their band to practice. The band you just heard is going to many churches in Hong Kong, and they're singing and they're sharing their testimonies. We're also traveling now some inside China. We will be going to Chuzhou province in November to hold services in many churches inside Chuzhou. Often we go to Guangmu. So we're very happy to have this band in our center. A year ago they came here, they did not know how to play any guitars or drums. They knew no music. But we have seen a marvelous miracle here, and that they are now are using their music to touch the lives of many people in Hong Kong and helping them to see that drug addicts can change. So I would like to introduce a young man here. His name is Abong. He came to our center about a year ago. Abong had many problems when he came. He was twice in a mental hospital. And he became mentally ill from taking drugs. Not only was he in the mental hospital, but he was also very violent. And the last time he was in a mental hospital, he beat up on the psychiatrist. And he got sent to court and put on probation. But now, Abong is completely healed of his mental illness and does not have to take any more drugs from the mental hospital. And now I would like to have Abong share his testimony with you in Chinese.
各位好啊，即係我就叫阿邦，咁咧我就即係曾經咧都係一個失喪嘅人啦。咁以前曾經試過吸毒啦，即係去過戒毒所都好多次，坐監都試過，咁但係都冇辦法可以戒除我嘅毒癮啊，即係個心癮係非常之大。咁亦曾經試過即係好多次嘅坐監咧，但係都冇辦法改變得到。咁咧，直到我吸毒咧，令到我精神咧都可能會有啲好嚴重嘅問題。咁咧，甚至乎咧去覆診嘅時候咧，就打傷個精神科醫生，即係正如阿牧師頭先都有講過嘅。咁之後我就俾人運咗去一啲精神科嘅醫院啦，就運咗差唔多大約有半年。咁咧就上法庭，咁個法官又即係好人喎，咁佢就俾機會我去戒毒。咁咧就即係佢話即係同我講就你嘗試下或者去一啲教會嘅機構啦咁樣。咁咧就接受呢個感化令，就輾轉之間咧就嚟咗呢個阿麥牧師呢個教會，即係個榮眾團契。咁咧就之後即係嚟到咧都其實咧仲要食一啲精神科嘅藥物啊，即係一路維持住嘅。咁咧就即係聽阿牧師講道咧多咗之後咧，咁咧就係個人咧就覺得應該多啲祈禱啊，或者即係求神咧可以幫下我啊，可以唔使或者食藥啊，我唔想長期依賴藥物嘅問題，因為嗰啲精神科藥物咧其實都係一種軟性嘅毒品嚟嘅，即係醫生亦有同我講過。咁咧我就有祈禱，神咧就好奇妙喎，咁佢就有應許我啦。咁即係不但只可以幫我戒除咗呢個精神科嘅藥物，係唔需要食藥而家嚇。咁咧就牧師咧有安排一啲好好嘅導師入嚟教我哋一啲敬拜嘅音樂啊，咁咧就我哋即係好開心啦。咁即係阿牧師又好錫我哋啦，佢即係牧養我哋一班年青人。我哋呢班年青人咧差唔多有成20個人，咁但係都係由佢呢間教會係由佢創辦，咁咧由佢嚟牧養我哋。咁咧就不但只可以即係喺度幫下佢手啊，做下其他嘢啦。咁牧師仲覺得我哋咧，即係覺得應該去繼續去追求神，就揾咗一啲人嚟支持我哋，俾我哋去讀神學嘅。咁咧我哋覺得好難得咯，即係佢即係好似我哋爸爸咁噶，即係好錫我哋。咁咧神咧都對我哋好，即係好好喎嚇。咁咧即係有好多人咧就幫我哋教會啊，咁又即係令到我哋咧更加可以即係住嘅地方更加舒適啊咁樣咯。有啲人捐啲錢俾我哋啊，家私啊，咁我哋其實好開心㗎喺度，係啊，即係可以幫翻牧師手啊，做下嘢，咁我哋都好開心。即係咁而家經過即係咁長嘅時間之後咧，覺得咧，即係其實咧，我覺得我嚟咗呢個教會咧，我覺得自己係冇嚟錯㗎咯。係咯，因為我覺得即係相信主耶穌咧係一種好光榮嘅事咯，同埋即係神即係好錫我哋咯，係啊，令到我哋每一班弟兄都有好和睦咯。呢度我哋真係冇乜人嗌交，係啊，冇人嗌交。咁甚至乎咧，即係連所有嘅弟兄咧，即係都好樂意做教會任何一樣嘢，令到我哋即係更加好咯。個感情非常之好。 咁我見證咧都大約係咁，差唔多。
I didn't introduce myself a while ago. My name is Reverend Charles McNally, and I am the director here at Glorious Praise Fellowship.
佢係呢度嘅牧師，係我哋嘅負責人，亦都係佢嘅名叫 Charles McNally。
And for many years I have been here in Hong Kong. I've been in Hong Kong for 43 years.
佢嚟咗香港43年啦。
The first 20 years in Hong Kong, I was helping street children and helping children that were destitute on the streets of Hong Kong.
喺最初嗰20幾年咧，佢嚟到香港係幫助一啲孤兒，係一啲冇屋企嘅小朋友。
During the first 20 years, I helped to take care of 130 children.
佢曾經照顧過130個細路仔。
When the number of children started to leave the streets of Hong Kong, I changed directions.
當呢啲細路仔喺街裏邊生活嘅時候咧，佢就幫佢哋改變佢嘅生命。
And when there were no more children, I started a new work.
直至到咧再冇細路仔喺街邊裏邊瞓下。
And then I started working with drug addicts.
咁佢就將佢嘅方向改變咗，去幫助一啲吸毒嘅人士。
So in 1990, I started working with drug addicts.
咁1990年開始咧，佢就開始做戒毒嘅工作。
We were working with drug addicts in a church in Dai Wo Hao.
咁咧，之前喺大窩口嘅教會咧，就已經係開始緊為人戒毒嘅工作。
For 5 years, I prayed that God would give me a place where I could help drug addicts.
咁佢用咗5年時間向神呼求，叫神應允佢俾一笪地方佢去做呢個工作。
In 1999, Radio Television Hong Kong made the story of my life.
喺1999年咧，香港電台咧就嚟到訪問過佢，咁令到佢好多嘢都改變喺嗰一刻裏邊。
Reverend John Yeep of the First Assembly of God, Sanju Woi, saw us on television, and he called me and he offered this place, Prayer Mountain, to us.
咁神召會嘅 John Yip 咧就睇到呢段嘅報導咧，咁就嚟到同佢洽談，就將呢個地方交俾佢，令佢可以有地方可以做呢個工作。
First, they said they would loan it to us. They would let us just use it.
最初咧，佢係諗住係借俾我哋去用嘅啫。
But I prayed that they would give it to us.
咁佢就祈禱，希望神會將呢笪地方交俾佢。
In the year 2001,
喺2001年，
the Hong Kong Christian Prayer Fellowship decided to give us this mountain.
咁香港祈禱山咧，就喺嗰段時間咧，就決定將呢笪地方交俾佢。
When I started here, I was the only staff member with 8 drug addicts.
咁最初嚟到呢度咧，只係得8個學員嘅啫。
Now in this center, we have 19 drug addicts.
直至到今日咧，我哋已經有19個學員啦。
6 of those now are on staff.
有6個係已經係開始係喺呢度做幫手嘅工作。
Yeah. And we have 7 in Bible college.
咁有7個咧就喺神學院裏邊進修緊。
Among the activities we have here, we have Bible classes.
我哋希望呢度會有一啲關於神學嘅課程。
We have training in computer.
咁亦都會有一啲電腦嘅課程。
We have training in music.
咁有啲音樂嘅課程。
The young men go on the outside and they do volunteer work. 做義工。
咁包括一啲學員出去出邊做義工啦。
And so they are kept here very, very busy.
咁亦都會令到佢哋都幾忙下嘅。
So here what you see today is a miracle.
今日大家睇到嘅都係一啲神蹟。
3 years ago we came here, 4 years ago we came here with nothing.
咁喺4年前最初嘅時候咧，呢度係乜嘢都冇嘅。
Today we have everything.
咁今日咧已經神係好祝福我哋一切都有嘅。
When the Hong Kong Christian Prayer Fellowship gave us this mountain,
咁當祈禱會將呢個地方交俾我哋嘅時候咧，
we had to apply to the Hong Kong Two Moon Lands Office to get a lease or to get a contract on this land.
咁我哋就嘗試去同屯門嘅地政處去聯絡，咁希望可以得到呢度嘅地約。
And so now the Hong Kong government now has given us this property.
咁咧，但係而家就好恩典，香港政府都將呢度交咗俾我哋。
But to keep this land, we must have a license for drug rehabilitation.
咁我哋呢度咧要繼續我哋嘅工作咧，我哋一定要喺禁毒處裏邊攞到我哋嘅牌照。
The Hong Kong government has agreed to give us 8 years to get a license.
咁咧政府部門咧已經應承咗我哋會俾一個8年嘅牌照俾我
And
哋。
this is going to give us lots of work.
但係咧，我哋需要好多工作先可以得到呢個牌照。
We have to nearly rebuild all of these buildings.
咁我哋差唔多要將呢個祈禱山要重建過。
And soon we're going to take a tour of the buildings.
咁有一啲我哋甚至要拆咗佢再起添。
But first, before we take a tour of the buildings, I think what's more important than the buildings is to see how the lives of these young men are changing.
咁喺我哋重建之前咧，希望大家都可以睇到我哋呢度嘅年青人咧點樣將佢嘅生命改變。
And so now our young men are going to sing a song for you.
咁喺我哋呢度嘅敬拜團組裏邊咧，就會為大家唱首歌。
We don't have a lot of time today, but we want one of them, to share how this center has helped to change them.
咁咧，希望咧其中一個弟兄咧會俾大家睇到點樣神喺佢生命嘅得到改變嘅。
Okay, we will now listen to our Glorious Praise Fellowship Band.
咁我哋而家咧就大家希望大家留熱心睇下我哋嘅永遠團契嘅敬拜樂隊。